We have with us today Gayle Probst with our Silver Spur office. Thanks for joining us, Gayle.
Thanks, James.
Why don't you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your business?
Gayle Probst, Remax Estate Properties. I love what I do. I sell houses every day. I mean, I'd like it to be every day, but in the business, I've been doing this just a few weeks shy of 30 years. And every year the goal is, how many people can I help? How many people need my service? There's always going to be people that need you to sell their house for different reasons. But I've been working the South Bay all this time. I will say my base is Palos Verdes, but I do a lot in the beach cities and Torrance as well. And I've met amazing people over the years, people that you'd never have the opportunity to get together with. And I think that probably the fact that I took a lot of psychology in college helped, because people have such different needs. And anyway, that's what I do.
So let's talk about mindset. Mm-hmm. So you are, you're completely disciplined, you're very passionate, and you have routine, you lean on routine. Talk about a little bit about your mindset and how you stay focused.
So I get up every day about 5 a.m. and I throw on my pants and I go to the beach and I do my little run walk. Used to be more run, now some days it's a little more walk, but I go about 6 miles and then I get my coffee. I mean, to me, it's like you get up, you exercise, you get ready, you go to work, you get busy. And that's how I have been for 30 years. Because I'm very focused, and that's, even during the pandemic, I have to say that was my focus. I know a lot of people stayed in their pajamas all day long. No. I got dressed. I had myself set. If a client called, I could go see them. My idea was to help them. Everybody still had houses, problems to solve, and that's my order. I mean, really, that's how I've lived always. I was that way as a kid. So,
what sort of inspirational books or tapes, or how do you get inspired?
When I got into real estate, I wanted to do something more meaningful. I'd been a volunteer and I really like volunteering and I love playing tennis and doing some of those things. But I was ready to do more, and my kids were a little bit older and I didn't feel were as needy. And I think it's because I have a real craving for helping people. My goal isn't monetary. I mean, of course, we work. You want to get paid for your job. But I'm always thinking, how many people can I help this year? Everybody's got problems. They want to buy a house. They want to sell a house. Why do they need to sell their house? They're transferred. Someone passed away. You've got kids working out a problem, probates. You've got a puzzle. Solve the puzzle, and everyone gets rewarded, and you feel really good about yourself. And that, I will say, that drives me.
I love it. How do you prospect? How do you get your clients? And how do you do things different now than you did maybe when you first got into the business?
I think I was a little lucky when I got in the business. I made friends with some people in my office that started to do a newsletter. And so I've been doing that same newsletter for about 27, 28 years now. And of course, I mail to more people. I'm up to about 6,500, and I do about 10 newsletters a year. I've been on the grocery carts now for, over 20 years, in the baby seat at Pavilions and Ralph's, and people, they weren't going to call me because they see me on the carts. They're going to call me because they've seen my sign, they've gotten my newsletter, they've seen an ad, and then they call me. And that has been a big help. I still call all my clients a lot just to catch up with them, because my business does come a lot now from referrals. But knocking on doors at the beginning, and that was a tough way to go, but I knew people that had knocked on doors, and I knew that, that was a way for them to see my face. I wore my little name badge, little white shirt, and was always put a smile on my face, and I had notepads. I just did it. Yeah.
So you're known for your service, and your clients love you tremendously, and a lot of your business comes from referral, repeat, past clients. What do you do to service your clients that sets you apart from other agents?
Well, I do think everybody wants something different from you. So if you've got a listing, you ask them, how often do you want to hear from me? Tell me what you want me to do. You're hiring me, so now I work for you. I'm your employee. Do you need to hear from me every day? once a week? What's your comfort level? And so I do it. And then those are also people that love it. When you're done with the transaction, you call them. I said, gosh, I was just thinking about you. I drove by your house, just wanted to say hi, thought about how much fun we had, or just a little clip, just so that you stay in front of them, because I don't know if their daughter's going to buy a house, they're going to move out of the area. I don't know what's going to happen to them next week. So I keep that up. And then buyers, of course, they want to hear from you all the time, especially today with nothing to sell. And if you keep on them and you communicate, I think you'll hold on to them. Otherwise, I do think that buyers are anxious today, and you will lose them if you don't call them and talk to them.
Thanks for being part of the family.
Thanks.
And thank you, Gayle Probst with our Silver Spur office.